Good morning, all. Today we discuss about DML commands. DML commands. In last session we discussed about the DDL commands. SQL commands are classified into 4 categories: DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. Data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language, and transaction control language. So today we'll discuss about the DML commands. What are the different types of DML commands? Select, insert, update, delete. These are the 4 commands that are called the DML commands. So what are the advantages of this DML command? Means we can modify the data. We can manipulate the data. Means generally the data is available in the form of tables. And if you want to make changes to the table data, then you can use the following commands: select, insert, update, and delete. If you want to make changes to the structure of the table or the database, then you have to use the DML commands. Sorry, DDL commands. So DML commands are basically used to update the records or update the data in the table or the database. Okay, there are select, insert, update, and delete. 4 commands are there. So let us see one by one. First, we will see the insert command. So what is the insert command? Insert command is used to insert a new record into the table. So means if you create a table using the DDL command, then if you want to insert a records into the table, then you can use the command insert. So what is the syntax for the insert? Is insert into the table name, values, and the values to be inserted. Values to be inserted. This is the syntax. You can also insert. So by this way, we can able to insert the complete record at a time. Complete record at a time. If you want to insert only few fields rather than inserting all the fields into the table, then you can use insert table name. Table name. You have to mention the column names here. Column 1, column 2, etc. etc. Values, and you have to specify those column values. Values to be inserted. So these are the two types of syntaxes that we can use in the insert commands. So with the first syntax, we can able to insert information of the complete record into the table. If you want to insert only few columns into the table, then you can use you have to specify the column names along with the table name. So what is the difference between them? See an example. I have the details like this: hall ticket number, name, course, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, and total. So the total column need not to be inserted because it has to be calculated automatically. In those cases, we have to eliminate that column while inserting the record. So example, let's take a table of student. It contains the hall ticket number, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, total, and grade. So here, hall ticket number, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 required to be entered, but total and the grade should be calculated depend upon the given marks. Depend upon the given marks. Okay. So what you have to do here, then you have to follow this statement, which we can able to enter only the specific number of columns. Okay. Let's see how to insert the record. So this is the table I have already created, and if you want to create a new table also, you can create. See, create table. How to specify the table name? table name. I think post table is already there. Personal details. Personal details. Otherwise, you can specify as inventory details. Inventory details. Okay, this is a table created. So to table, you have to create the number of columns. For example, product ID, numeric, comma, product name, varchar of 20, comma. You can take any number of columns. Quantity. So we are using the same table almost all. Quantity, that is numeric. Comma. Price. Numeric within brackets and specifying that 5, 2 and total cost. Numeric. I'm going to specify the 8, 2. So this is my table. So this table contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. To go and execute the query, so one table is created. Now check if there are any records available. Let's start from the table name inventory details. Okay. See, there are no records. Now I am inserting records into the table. Insert into. When you see the table, what you can understand, we have product ID, product name, quantity, price, and total cost. We can able to enter product ID, product name, quantity, and price, but total cost has to be calculated based on the quantity and price. So then what you have to do, we have to insert only 4 columns out of the 5 columns. Insert into, what is the table name? Insert into inventory details. Inventory details. What column has to be inserted here? Product ID, product name, UPY, values. Now we have to mention the values. So, for example, product ID is 101 and product name is computer, and quantity is 5 and price given is equal to 34,000. Okay, this is the record I'm going to insert. Right on the execute the query. So here out of range. So because the quantity we have mentioned the structure here. We have mentioned the quantity is 5, 2. So we can able to give maximum of 3 integer values and 2 decimal values. So we will do one thing. We will remove this computer and we'll, for example, cables. So see an example. This cost about 350 rupees. Okay. Now the record will be inserted. See, okay. If you want to insert one more record, you have to change the data and change the product ID here and here speakers. For example, 800. Pieces. So if you want to see whether the records are inserted or not, go to this statement, select star from inventory details. Here we are able to find the 2 rows here. Okay. This is how we can able to insert the records. When you see here, the total cost is showing as a null because we didn't enter the input. So if you want to update this record, how can you update? We'll see later. Okay. So this is how we can be able to insert a record into the table. So first we have to create the table along with the structure. Then we have to insert the records into the table. You can able to insert the record, enter the record once. Otherwise, you can insert only the specific number of columns. Is there any requirement that we have to follow the process? What column name have to first come? Like, no, there is no issue. See an example. Here I mentioned product ID, product name, quantity, and price. If you want to make in order, if you want to change, you can first make it as a price, then product ID, then quantity, and then product name. Doesn't matter because the sequence doesn't require here. So whatever you want to include, you can include. So the respective columns only fill with the same numbers. You see example, if I place the quantity in the second place, the quantity will be updated only, not the product ID, product name. Okay. So this way we can use with the help of the insert commands, we can able to insert the complete record at once, or we can able to insert the specific number of column data also. So now go to the next statement. That is the second one, the update. Where we use the update statement. See, I have inserted some data into the table. Some records are inserted. And if I want to modify some data, because I've entered some wrong data, I want to update the modify the data which is entered wrongly, or otherwise if I want to apply some calculations to the columns, then what you have to do, we have to use the command update. So how do you update the command? Means the syntax is update. What you have to update? You have to update the table. Table name you have to specify. Table name. In the table, what you want to update? You want to update the column. So you want to set the column name. Column name. Column name equal to the value what you want to give. This is the syntax. Sorry, you need a prepare with semicolon also. So this is the syntax. So see an example here. Update. What the table here? Inventory details. Inventory details. Set. What is the column name here? I want to change total price. Total price equal to quantity into what we have here. See, quantity QTY into price. QTY into price. So total cost. Total cost. So total cost equal to QTY into price. Now what will you update? The total cost column will be updated with multiplication of quantity and price for each and every record. For each and every record. If we have entered 10 records, all 10 records, the total cost is updated by quantity into price. So if I want to update only the specific record, then we have to use another condition. I will let you know. Okay. Let's see example here. Here I'm using the command update. Update inventory details. Inventory details. Set. What I have to set? I have to set the total cost equal to QTY into S. Simple. Let's go to the query. You see, 2 rows got affected. So if you want to know whether that quantity total cost column is updated or not, again you have to go to the inventory, select star from inventory, then execute the query. Now see, the total cost has been updated here. This is how we can use the update. See, again, I'm using the command, the insert inventory details, same command. See, now I am trying to use another record that is about pen drive, and the quantity is about 100. Equal to, see, the record is updated here. Select star from the inventory details, you can get the details. So now I have already updated the total cost for the first two records. Now I need to update only for the record 104. So how do you update? So you write the query like this: update inventory details, set total cost equal to 2ty into price, where you have to specify the condition, where product ID 104. So only that record will be updated. Sir, is required to say only the product ID. If you want to take product name also, you can take where product name equal to pen drive, or where quantity equal to 100, or where price equal to 500. But generally, we will take product ID because the product ID is always unique. The product name may be same sometimes, the quantity will be same sometimes, and price will be also same for some. But the product ID will never be same. So that's why we can use the product ID to search for a specific record. Now see, I'm executing this query. One row is affected. Again, go to the select star from inventory details. Now you will get the records along with the pen drive also. So this is how we can use the insert state command and also the update command. Now, what is the select command? We have already used it here in the select command. So select command purpose is to get the information from the table. So once you have created the table using create command and insert the records using insert command and update the record using the update command. If you want to see whether the updation is made or not, or the records are entered or not, then you can use the command called the select statement. So the select statement useful to retrieve the records from the table. So when you see the select star from inventory details, you'll get all the records at a time. If you want to see only the specific record, rather than verifying all the records, then what you have to do, you have to specify the condition. Select. What you want to select here? Select star from means here star represents all the columns from inventory details. Where I have to specify here product ID equal to 104. What will happen here? Wherever the product ID is 104, that record only will be displayed rather than displaying all the records. If I enter the wrong number ID, what will happen? No record will be displayed. So here I am asking for 104, so only the 104 records will be displayed. If I ask for product ID greater than 10102 or something, or 101. So then what will happen? We have three records: 101, 102, and 104. So here we are asking the conditional product ID greater than 101. It means that we will get 102 and also 104. See here, we will get two records, 102 and 104. By this way, you can change the condition: I equal to, or greater than equal to, or less than equal to, not equal to. Whatever the condition you want to apply, you can apply the conditions. And moreover, you can apply two conditions at a time also. How, sir? So if you want to check for two things, an example, the product quantity, product ID greater than 101 and quantity also greater than 600. And here I'm using two conditions there. Whether the first it will look for the records whose product ID is greater than 101 and also it search for the records whose quantity is more than 500. So those records only will be displayed. So an example here, first I will do the select inventory details. I got all the data here. So now I am applying my query where product ID is greater than 101 and QTY greater than 500. See here, where is the condition? 101 greater than 101, we have two records, 102 and 104. But when in the case of price, we have two records, only one record that is more than 500, that is 800. Because second one is 500, not equal to 500. We are asking for greater than 500. This means that only you will get the record which is 102. See here. Getting record greater than 101 and quantity greater than 500. See such. Let's see some condition. Sorry. So first one, product ID greater than 101, and second one, sorry, we are talking about quantity, but we have to look for the price actually. See here, select star from inventory details where product ID greater than 101. So we have two records, 102 and 104, and price greater than 500. So when you see here, according to the first condition, we have two records, 102 and 104. According to the second condition, we have only one record out of them, that is 800. So we'll get the ultimate output is 102. See here. This is how we can write the queries. So we can able to get the complete records. We can able to get the specific record, or if you want to get the information based upon the specific condition also, you can specify. So this is advantage of the select statement. See here, I'm using another condition that select star from inventory details where product name like yes percentage. So what happened here? If you look, see, first I will execute this query. So we have three records, which tables, speakers, pen drives. So we are asking for the query that product name like 5 percentage means the product name start with yes. We have only one record, that is 102, which is start with the product name yes. See here, speakers. So we can use this kind of multiple things. Here we will use two things in character type. One is percentage one, next one underscore. What is percentage? Percentage specifies that the rest of the characters. To be example, yes percentage means it should start with yes, and the rest of character may be anything. So for example, speakers, sockets. Where speakers and sockets both are start with yes, but common character, first character is yes. So both records will be displayed like that. Okay, smart TV. So when you want to use different condition, see example here, I'm using underscore yes percentage. Means here underscore specifies the character. Here only I'm using one underscore, means the first character. First I'm using the underscore, means first character. The first character can be any character, because the second character must be yes. First character can be any character, and second character must be yes, and rest of characters can be anything. See an example here. We have cables, speakers, pen drives. As per our condition, what we are specifying here, product name like first character can be any character. Okay, both three are they will display three characters, three records. But the second, see here, second character should be yes. There is no record, there is no product name, That second character have yes. So no output will be displayed. So if I ask for the second character is P, we have CA cables, SP speakers. So I will get the second record as output. See here. So what is the next percentage? Next is rest of the things may be anything. The third, from the third character to the next, all the characters can be any characters. That's what required. So what is my intention in this query is the first character should be any character. The second character must be P. See, if you see different again, I have pen drive. So first character is P. Okay, first character is P. So I am using P here and percentage. It means that any record that have the product name starts with P will be displayed. So we can use the underscore for single character, percentage for multiple characters. Sir, if I ask two, if I specify two underscores, means the first two characters. See, for example, I wrote like this. For example, CA. Next, I specify underscore 1, 2, 3. What is its intention? First two characters start with CA and rest of the three characters. So it means that my product name must have only 5 characters. Out of that 5 characters, first character should start with CA. Is there any record there? No, no record because the cables, I don't have cables. So no records will be displayed here. If I use one more underscore here, so it means the CA start with CA and have 4 underscores. So CA, BLES cables. So now you'll get able to get the record the cables. So this is how. So this is how you can able to use queries using select statement. So the basic purpose of the select statement is used to retrieve the record from the tables. You can retrieve all the records, you can retrieve the specific records, or you retrieve the record that based on the different conditions. You can use and you can use or and you can use not. For example, product name not like C%. See example, C percentage. C percentage, what will happen? We'll see the cables. Other is the example, P percentage. So what is the output here? We'll get pen drives. Not like, if I use not like, what happened? Except start with P. The rest of all will be displayed. Means that next 2 records will be displayed. So here we'll get the cables and speaker, but we don't get in pen drives here. Because not like means the should not, the condition which is satisfied, that doesn't consider into. So rest of the records will be displayed. So here cables and speakers will be displayed. Only the pen drives which sets the condition will not display. This is called not like. So and or not, we can use any kind of conditions here in the select state. When you go to the delete, what it will does exactly means if you have entered records, multiple records, and after some time one person came to me and asked, sir, I don't want to continue, I want to go out. And what you have to do, you have to remove his record. How do you remove his records? Let's see about the inventory details first. Select start from inventory. Okay, we have 3 records here and I want to remove the record which product ID is 104. So what I have to do? Delete from which you have to delete? Table. Which table? Inventory details. Means that we have to delete from inventory details table. What you have to delete? You have to specify the condition where product ID equal to 104. So it means that it will search for the record which have the product ID 104 and that record only will be deleted. See, here you can see one row affected. Go here and run the query, you will get only 2 records now. Sir, what happens if it doesn't specify any condition? Then all records will get deleted. That's the problem. So delete command mostly you have to use with a specific condition. Otherwise, all records will get affected. If you say delete star from inventory details, semicolon, all the records get removed. So this is a major problem. That's what we have to do. We have to specify the condition. You have to specify the condition, what you want. Then you can get the answer. So this is about the delete statement. So select statement, you use it to get the information from the table by specifying a condition. If you want to get all the records, you can get. If you want to specify this record, you can get. If you want to give the criteria also, you can get. Whereas insert command is used to insert a new records into the table. You can able to insert the complete record. If you want to insert only the specific columns also, you can insert, no problem. Whereas update statement is used to make changes to the existing records. Is there any mistake in the record, or if you want to do calculations depend upon the previous columns, and all things can be done with the help of the update statement. And finally, the delete statement is used to remove the record from the table if it doesn't require to. But generally, delete statement is always work with the where class, because without where, what's the problem here is that command will remove all the records from the table. That's why it's better to use with where class. Otherwise, edit with any condition. So this is all about the sections about these are all the 4 DML commands that we have discussed.